What's up, guys? I'm David Pere, the Military Millionaire. Today, I want to talk to you about an awkward truth about real estate agents. I want to take a moment to talk to you about one of the biggest traps that I see people fall into when they're looking for a real estate agent to work with. This trap is unfortunate and it's kind of awkward to talk about publicly. So, in fact, for the first year of me helping, refer people to recommended agents, I just completely left this out of my communications because I didn't want to seem harsh and I didn't want to hurt anyone. But then I witnessed somebody get burned by it firsthand, and I, saw it very obviously. And I realized that I had a duty basically to discuss this with each and every person that I work with, or just get it out there in general. So look, this trap is what I call the friend and family real estate agent trap, right? Now I know if you have a good friend or family member who's in real estate, this might sting a little bit, but just know that I say this with only the best intentions. And I want to just kind of talk about this openly so you can understand why I think this can be kind of dangerous to you and why I think that if you are that friend and family, you need to make sure you're not doing this. So the reason this can be so devastating, I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of Hawaii, and I have been since 2018. Now, in that time, I have sold exactly 0 homes. Not only that, but I've never even worked with a client once. Now, the most I have ever done is stood at 2 different open houses to help friends of mine who are real estate agents, right? So I just stood there and showed people around the house. That's it. Let me ask you a question. How much do you think I know about the current real estate market in Hawaii? Yeah. Would you trust me to sell your home as well as a top real estate agent in the area? Even if I had your best interest at heart, right? Would you? Hopefully you were smart enough to say no, because no is the right answer here. I don't know enough about the current market conditions to represent you as well as you deserve in Hawaii, even though I've been licensed for almost 3 years. Now, the reason for this is twofold, right? When you get your real estate license, you're required to take some fairly substantial education. These courses are generally over 40 hours long, depending on what state you're getting licensed in, and that covers all of the laws and regulations that you need to obey as a real estate agent. What these licensing courses, including the state and national exams, do not teach you are things like negotiations, current market trends, how to make a competitive offer in a seller's market, and a whole lot more, right? Real estate agents are expected to learn all of those things from education within their own brokerage and experience gained by working in the real estate industry and working with clients, right? Now, why does this matter to you? When you work with an experienced agent, you are working with somebody who lives and breathes real estate. They know the market trends and they know the best purchase and sale prices for your area. They know what negotiation tactics are working and which are not, and they understand how to make competitive offers, and they live and breathe to provide the best service to their clients, you, because buying and selling real estate is literally their livelihood. If they don't buy and sell homes for their clients, they don't make any money, right? So they have to be good at it. Unfortunately, many people choose to work with a friend or family member of theirs who has a real estate license. To make matters worse, they're often guilt-tripped into working with this person just because of the relationship. Now, likewise, a lot of real estate agents get their license and think, if I can just sell 1 home to a friend or family member every year, this license will be worth it. Or they think, I'll just sell homes to friends and family members for a little extra money. Now, I know this is true for a fact because as an agent, I have heard these statements quite frequently. In fact, in San Diego, downtown San Diego, there's 20,000 licensed real estate agents. Not the county, just the city. It's a lot of agents, and the vast majority of them never sell a home, right? It is what it is. To make matters worse, those are often the people what people say after they got their license and realized they couldn't make it as a real estate agent or as a career, and they just didn't want to. So instead of working full-time real estate, they decided to just help friends and family. Now, the reason you should not work with these people is simple. A person who doesn't work full-time as a real estate agent can't possibly represent you as well as you deserve. No matter how much they may have your best interest at heart, they simply won't have the training and experience required to be a quality real estate agent, right? It's not their fault, but they're just not as experienced because it's just not what they do all the time. Now, they're not going to be caught up they won't be caught up on local trends. They won't be as good at negotiating. They won't know what's working in the market. They won't have a track record that other agents are, looking at to decide whether or not you're going to work with this offer. And they're not going to know how to make competitive offers or when it is okay to make lower offers to get a better price. The reason for this video is that a friend of mine got burned out of $20,000 by working with a friend because I know for a fact that the agent didn't negotiate back up on the price because they were like, oh, well, if we, $20,000 is only so much different on my commission, right? It's just a bummer. They simply will not be the agent you deserve. Unless real estate is their profession and not just a license they got to use occasionally for a little extra money, they're just not going to. Now, I know this isn't the easiest thing to hear, but it could literally save you tens of thousands of dollars. The friend I knew who worked with an agent just because they were family missed out on 20 grand because their agent listed the house too low and then didn't know how to do the negotiations, right? And I've had another friend who lost money because they got an offer and instead of countering, they were told to take it, right? So countless scenarios that I have seen play out like this. And I think it's even more dangerous when you're looking to buy a house. Now, if you still want to work with a friend and family member, that's fine. But please make sure that they are an active real estate agent and they're good at it, right? Look at their reviews online. Treat them as though they're not a family member and vet them for yourself to make sure they're actually going to be the best fit for you. Make sure they have a lot of experience. Otherwise, just tell them you're already working with somebody else and they'll understand, right? If they get super upset about it, I'm sorry, but like at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. You need to work with the best agent for you. It really is that simple. Buying a house or an investment is too big of a decision to work with an amateur, no matter what your relationship with them is. Now, if you would like help finding a real estate agent that is worth a shit, fill out the form. I'll put a link down below, but from military2millionaire.com/va-realtor, and I'll help you connect with one of the agents and lenders if you need one that are vetted through me across the country, right? We've got a network all over the place. Some of these guys are good friends of mine, but the vast majority are people who have helped clients and friends of mine out with homes. They come highly recommended. And we have a system in place, so if for some reason one of them's not as highly recommended, you let us know. We'll nix them and we'll find another one, right? But I feel very passionate about this. I've seen friends get burned by friends and family that, they're agents, but they're just not that good. I know for a fact, my friend Donnie, I've had my real estate license 3 or 4 times as long as he has, and he is so much better as a real estate agent than I ever even care to be, right? He's better at negotiations. He's better at getting offers accepted in this super competitive San Diego market. He's better at negotiating stuff down. He understands some really crazy loop. Anyway, like there's some weird stuff like that I learned that from him last night, right? Make your offer super competitive, waive that stuff, knowing that you can still get out of it for a financing contingency if you have to. I'm not trying to tell you to be shady, but just make sure that you're working with the right people. If you want help, happy to introduce you to someone, but just make sure it's the best person for you.